So, hello everyone, this is Tensei and we're going to be having a speed duel match video today, a live match. I'm playing Inner Conflict Warrior and my opponent is, well, let's see what he's playing. This is a very rough rock, paper, scissors match of course, but oh, we lost. No, that's fine. It's not really too bad. We can probably manage with this. So anyway, we open Gearfried, Trainee, Offerings, Hades, and the opponent's also playing a Bakura skill, so we can probably assume it's going to be a mirror match of some kind. So first of all, we'll go with the Trainee, in case he has some stupid floater thing there, which is not very likely, but we'll see. Oh, it's Command Knight. This is the most likely thing they will set in this deck, of course, but I don't think it's really any better to start with Gearfried, since it's not going to be beating over Command Knight anyway. So here he attacks with Command Knight, and I think it's worth it to just take the damage, since it's not going to be beating over Command Knight anyway, and we want to save the offerings in our back row for Shinzo. So here the normal summon Gearfried is how we beat over Command Knight or force his back row. Okay, get met by a Sphere Kuriboh, that's okay. Gearfried goes to defense, but Command Knight by itself cannot out the Gearfried. He has Zoma. Zoma is fine. We can take control of his monster next turn and tribute for Shinzo, which will also neutralize the Zoma. We just have to hope he doesn't have... Oh, that's very unfortunate. We don't want to lose our offerings this easily. I think we Sphere Kuriboh the Zoma, so that way his Command Knight can't beat over Gearfried. And oh, Nightbeam is actually just the perfect card for this matchup. Not matchup, situation. So we get rid of his offerings, which means we are free to use Inner Conflict, pay half life, take control of Command Knight. We'll tribute the Command Knight for Shinzo, which will move Zoma to his back row, move Gearfried to attack directly with both, and if he doesn't have Sphere Kuriboh, it's game. But even if he has it, okay, he has it, but it's fine. Now he's top decking against Shinzo and Gearfried, which, okay, I guess he has a tribute monster. Or, well, actually no, he probably just attacks over to Shinzo. Oh, yeah, he did have his own Shinzo, that's unfortunate. It's a little, okay, yeah, this is like... this is an out to his Shinzo, but now we can draw next turn, so if he draws any monster now that has like damage output, we lose. Okay, he doesn't. We have to immediately pass turn here. He draws something, which is Gaia, and that's game. We have to go to game 2. Okay, so I don't think I want to side too much in this matchup, since my main deck is mostly geared for this matchup anyway. But we'll take out the Trainee, which isn't very useful, and we'll try out Awakening the Dragon. It's not something that's played too much because it's kind of risky, and people might play around it. But if it works, it's going to be a super huge payoff for us. Okay, so our opponent here sided into Knights of Legend. That's interesting. We don't see that. I don't think I've seen anyone else side into Knight of Legend. But that's interesting. We have our Night Beams, which might not be too useful in this matchup, but luckily our opponent actually does set a back row. So I think the correct line of play here is Night Beam. It might be the Zoma he used. Oh, Offerings. Offerings is also a very good hit with Night Beam. So without the inner conflict skill. I don't think he has very many outs to hit my Jinzo, so I think I'll just take control and tribute for Jinzo. Setting offerings. Attack directly for 24 and it connects, that's cool. So his Gaia cannot beat over Jinzo by itself. If he has offerings, that's going to be a little tough for us though, since then we have to use our own offerings. Sphere Kuribo's not very effective. Okay, he has the offerings. That's kind of rough. Okay, Knight of Legend into Gaia. We are forced to offerings this, since Sphere Kuribo's not going to make it weak enough. But actually, if he doesn't have his own Sphere Kuribo, this is going to be... oh yeah. We're going into game 3. The fact that he's playing Gaia doesn't change much here. Oh yeah, his setting offerings earlier was not very useful, I guess. It made his Gaia very weak. Not Gaia. It made his offerings weak to Night Beam. Anyway, we're going first. And the play here is to set Command Knight and offerings. Now, if he has the Fierce Knight, it's going to be kind of rough. Because the Fierce Knight goes over Command Knight in in attack. So Command Knight can't handle that, but I think it's still correct to play this in defense in case he uses Charging Gaia. Anyway, my opponent's apparently having some dueling book issues since he asked if I set a card in my back row. So he might be seeing it a little differently on his end. But I hope it's not like a game-breaking issue. He has the Charging Gaia, and that's great. That's why I set this Command Knight to block his Charging Gaia. So now we don't take damage. We drew in second offerings, which is pretty useful. We'll get a little greedy here. He might have an offerings, honestly, but I think this is still the correct line of play. So we tribute a Gaia for Jinzo, and we technically have game here, but most likely he has something to out this, since he didn't scoop. So yeah. Attack with the Command Knight and then attack with Jinzo. Jinzo gets met by Sphere Kuribo, that's kind of expected. Well, I was mostly expecting the offerings. But oh, there's the offerings. I see. Oh, he has no monsters, that's really rough. We get to draw into Skill Successor, which we of course set. Command Knight, attack directly for 16. Oh, it's Zoma. Well, we let him summon the Zoma and then offerings him. And then the replay lets us continue our attack with Command Knight. Oh, he's thinking, oh, he has a second Zoma, but we have a second offerings, which will still let us attack directly with Command Knight. Of course, this means we don't get to draw next turn, but it's actually fine. Oh, well, that's not fine. Well, we used 2 offerings for the price of 1 draw phase, which is pretty cool. Neither of us draws here, but that's... now he draws, and we hope he doesn't get like a Gaia. Oh, Gear Freed is perfect. Get to attack with 18. He's left with 600 life points. Night Beam into our Skill Successor. He doesn't scoop, so maybe he has like a Sphere Kuriboh. Oh, yeah. But that's fine. Oh, if we normal summon the Sphere Kuriboh this turn, we could have used Skill Successor. But it's... yeah, the game's still ours. We just use offerings. So yeah, that's the match here. Interesting to see Inner Conflict side into Gaia. That's not... I'm not sure how good this is, but it sure caught me by surprise. Anyway, this is our video here. So like and subscribe if you liked it. I'll try to upload more speed duel content for you guys, mostly matches and deck profiles. And I try to be somewhat competitive with some weirder decks on the side. See you guys later. Bye.